I can't believe that match ended that way. I did not expect that. I don't know why Twist and Merc did that. That match was going very smooth, and I could see his point of him losing to Baker. I just don't know. Do you got my program yet? Man, I hate you. You're so slow. Give me that. All right. Yeah. What a night, though. What a night. Fun stuff. And welcome to another edition, this time with the infamous press conference. We are live, and after what happened out there, what transpired just now, Twisted Merc and Jordan Brooks will not be here tonight to avoid any controversy or drama here. We don't want a brawl out here at our press conference. We want things to be clean here. We don't want things to get out of hand. So let's talk about Infamous, shall we? Because it's coming up next Thursday night, a special edition of a Thursday episode with Infamous, with Rise and Overdrive, both here tonight. We're going to give you the last discussion before tomorrow night's Overdrive. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any time and let's break down the match card, shall we? We got one hell of a night. Of course, our first thing to talk about is the Iron Stallion Championship, which will be decided in the Iron Derby. But before we head over to Tone White, I'm being told that Surefire and Star is here in the building.
Because we're all in this together.
Once we know that we're all stars, and we see that.
Oh, mate.
Oh, Tom. Let me talk.
I feel very motivated. I don't know about you. Do you feel motivated?
I almost felt like I almost lost my smile. Personally, when I was on my imaginary losing streak.
You know what? You know what though, Surefire? You know what though, right?
What?
Everyone talks about the height difference between APH and Richie Rich, but guess what? They're both the same height when they're pinned on the mat. Oh, hey!
Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, but here's the kicker though, Tom. What about the hand? Did you see anything?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was right there.
I'm pretty sure I heard the crowd booing.
This face, you guys got a cheap win tonight. Are you happy about that win? Because
cheap.
Obviously, Rich had the ropes. The match should have continued. You guys
cheap.
are just full of yourselves.
And cheap. You're a hater.
Lions Danielson is a straight hater. You know what you're having right now, Lions Danielson? You're having Haterade. You know what that is? Haters Gatorade. That's what you're drinking with your Subway sandwich and your cookies? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was funny in 2003, but it's not funny anymore, Surefire. You guys are not in this Stallion match. I don't know why you're even here. I mean, you're gloating about
We had the match of the night. Victory. We had the match of the night. I don't know if you saw it, but me and Tom
Agreed.
No offense to Tone, but we stole the show. As per usual. Nonetheless, those tag team titles, on the other hand, kind of scrumptious, if you ask me. Like a proper snack, right, Tom?
I mean, they look nice.
Like, let me ask you this, Lions Danielson, if that's even your real name.
It is my real name. Go ahead.
That's a shame if that's the case. Who do you feel at this point in time? Since, we beat APH and Richie, we beat DAD. I'm not going to say their name.
Diamonds and Bankrupt.
And, no offense, but, Bad Company, kind of like no company anymore. You see what I did there, Tom?
I see what you did there.
Down. Go on. So, what was your question?
So who's there? Who's left over here?
Who's left? Oh.
Woo!
Caleb James and Nick Black.
Oh my god!
Friday Night Overdrive.
Wait, is this where you try and tell me again that BH and Chase Owens deserve a title shot over us two?
That
Oh,
is comical.
you didn't just hear what I said? I said Caleb James and Nick Black after last week.
Who?
Oh, who?
Definitely you guys don't deserve it.
Really?
Nah, we've been winning. We've been doing great. Tone's been doing great. The Paradigm's been doing great. So yes, really. So who? You see, Tone is going to go into this Iron Stanley match and win the whole thing. We already know that because Tone's gonna win. As always, go Tone, go. Tone wins. LOL. Tone must pose. And me and Tom will get what we want, and those are the tag titles. Plain and simple.
But get this though. Right, I found this really funny when I found this out earlier. The tag titles aren't even being defended.
Oh my God, Tom! Here's a quirky idea.
Appalling.
Yeah, it is quite appalling. They
It's a
say
travesty.
that they say that they're like the best team ever. Why don't they just kind of like try to like put titles on the line, face me and you, and see what happens.
They're just afraid. No, that's it, bro. They're just afraid.
Afraid.
who-
Dave Henderson's facing Windsor that night. Why would they
Just
defend
afraid.
the titles?
They're just haters.
They're afraid and they don't want to fight.
Stop.
Oh, here's another hater.
Stop. I had enough. I can't do this anymore. Nope, I can't do this anymore. I cannot sit here and listen to all this bullshit. Hater this, hater that. Good Lord, you boys are so annoying. Oh, I feel like my brain is about to burst out of its goddamn skull.
Oh, we're not annoying. We're not annoying.
We're just being two best friends.
Here's the problem with you two. Richie, I know you're pissed. Just back up. All right, just back up. Ease up, right? Remember me? Relax. Shh. I got this.
Probably the ref could have saw what I saw.
No. See, here's the thing. Unlike you two bozos, we're not gonna make excuses when shit doesn't go our way.
Oh, what, you're going to start meditating again? Yeah, that worked for you the first time, didn't it?
Oh, fucking hell. Stop with the joke, you two. See, here's the problem with you two assholes that I don't seem to understand, but yet I get it now. Look, here's the thing. First of all, if we're not this all-great tag team, if y'all not taking us seriously, and if you feel like you deserve to be the number one contenders, or even the tag team heavyweight champions of the world, how in the hell did a team that was thrown together just now, me and Richie have only tagged each other once, and that once was tonight. Am I correct, Richie, or am I bugging here?
Yeah, that's pretty correct, boss. That's pretty correct.
Okay. Our very first tag match, excuse me. No time to prep. We even called off practice last night. We were supposed to have our little sparring, but things got in the way. If we're
you were too busy playing dress up with baseball jackets.
Shut up, Tom. You mind letting me
What am I
finish
hearing
that?
right now?
No. What you're hearing is this.
I'm hearing excuses.
We're not supposed to be. No. I'm not going to make excuses. But if we're meant to be nothing,
literally what you just
how
did.
the hell did we take y'all 20 minutes? How the hell did it take you 20 minutes to beat a nothing team? If you're as good as you say you are, you should have beat us like that. But no. You see, you boys, I noticed something with y'all.
You have to make the show look good. That's the job.
For fuck's sake. Oh, so is that the excuse? Wait, you know what's crazy, Tone? You made that same excuse, and I apologize for cutting you off, Richie, but you made that same excuse the last time we fought. Isn't that right? But that's neither here nor there.
See, here's the thing.
Neither here nor
You
there.
spent all this time, and then, I can talk about the Iron Derby match, because that's what we're here for. Lions Danielson, you're doing a great job. Here. But the thing is, Mr. Angel Perkins, who's your what's-its, is that you spent this entire time tonight, you meditated, you got matching Mets jackets, you're calling yourself the influence, where the only thing you've done is build an academy where you're passing people with failing grades. I want you to understand that what you're doing with Richie is going to fail. Because I planned it out the entire time. You're going to continue to fail like you did tonight. And then he's going to see you for what you really are, which is a loser. Tell me when I'm telling lies. There are no lies.
Hold on a second.
So,
you're telling a lie because
when you are too busy sitting here pitching and bitching and moaning and whining and complaining. Man, he grabbed the ref. He grabbed the rope. Ref, he grabbed the rope. The problem is with this business, you understand, if the ref doesn't see it, it never happened. Thus, the boys stay the best tag team in the biz-e-ness, and then they get their tag title shot. When they get it, they should have already had it, and then they'll win the tag belts. And then I'm going to win the Iron Stallion Championship. Easy.
You know what?
That
Easy night, easy claps.
You know
I
what that
think-
means? Paradigm on top.
Yep,
Thanks,
boys on top.
I think, Richie, I don't know. Look at Tone real quick. Look at Tone. Do you see something different with him right now? You see anything different? I see a dude that might have gotten his head knocked around too many times by John Baker. Because, number one, me and Richie have never made excuses about the ref not seeing the rope break. At the end of the day, he didn't see it. The ref decision is final. We took the L. Look, I talked to Richie. Listen, you got to understand, he was angry because the same thing happened in his debut. But you claim tonight was a failure?
Well, I mean, after all that build-up,
you spent 15 minutes telling us, asking him questions, and then you spent 20 minutes getting your asses whooped by the boys, the best boys in the business.
And then, just to add on to that, you then come on to the press conference and start saying, our sparring session got cancelled. Oh, come on, APH, give it.
It's not complaining. It just happens.
Tom, you know what's funny? Is that if you're, this great and you're this good, you don't need to have a sparring match to be so, how you say, on a whole new level, like the Paradigm.
Here's the issue with that.
Paradigm is
you have Richie, one of the best brawlers in the business. Myself, one of the best big men in the business. We've never teamed with each other before. So no shit, we need chance to try to work things out. And I'm not going to make an excuse. See, here's the thing. You boys want to listen to one thing and have it go out the other ear. I never made a single excuse about the fact that we wasn't able to spar. All I said was we were supposed to. Things got in the way. I had to deal with family issues. Richie had to deal with some things with his family. It is what it is. At the end of the day, though, tonight wasn't a failure to me. Now, see, you may claim it's a failure because we lost, but I don't think you listened to everything as good as you thought you did. Because in that entire time, during the meditation, during the questions, during the time when I told him to grab that jacket and go out there and give it his all, I told him, do not be afraid of taking the loss here tonight. Because I knew, and here's the thing, Tony, you're going to be shocked by this one. No, you're going to be shocked by this one. Richie's not going to say it. Richie's not going to say it, right?
Could you imagine not being afraid to take a loss?
You know what's crazy? You know why I say that? Tone's going to be surprised by this. Richie ain't going to like it, but I'm going to say it how I see it. You two are the best tag team going right now.
Finally.
See, now you can say the lie. Now. You can say, tell me when I'm telling lies because there are no lies detected. What?
No, here's the thing. So understand what I'm telling you. If we go against the best tag team on this company at the moment, besides, of course, the tag team champions, well then,
where are they on the paper? Where are they at
a tough battle?
Tag champs to
I
win the
expect a tough battle, though. But here's the problem. And Richie, this is when I bring you into this. What did I tell you earlier tonight? I told you, bring the absolute best that you got, and I swear to you, you're going to feel different when you walked out of that ring as when you came in. I want you to tell us right now.
And guess what? No. And guess what? The best version of yourself flopped on his face again.
You think that was the best version of him? No. We're just getting started.
Oh, come on, APH. Give it up. A jacket is not
Are you going to have
me a favor?
Are you going to walk over hot coals next and then tell them how
Listen. I'll tell you like how I would. I wasn't happy about how that match went down. But I do agree with you, APH. They make a good point. They want to claim that they're the best tag team in this company, right?
Because we are.
Truthful. You know what? I'll admit it. You're right. I hope to God, and I'm praying on your successes. I pray on your successes. I hope to God that you actually get what you want. I hope to God that you get all the money, the fame, the championships that you think that you deserve. I hope that you get it, because at the end of the day, when I see you, when the influence gets to you, we're stripping the titles from you like you're a baby sucking on a bottle. Because at the end of the day, it's all coming crashing down, and you wish we
So
never.
funnily, okay, right. So you call yourselves the influence. Have you been influencing losses since day one, or
Oh my
or is
god!
this just a new thing that you've started doing?
You know, Tom, I do have to give them
What
credit
a
on
jerk.
this, though. Tom, let's give them credit on this. They do, say that we are the best team here. When we become tag team champions, it's gonna be forever and ever and ever.
The thing is, though, if you're going to admit your failures, at least admit it correctly.
This was not about admitting failure or anything like that. As I mentioned, you two boys are the best. The problem is your egos are going all the way to outer space at this point, to the point where I'm surprised that Tone and this Earth can handle it. However, I will say this again.
Tone sees greatness.
Are you going to let me finish, or are you just going to keep interrupting me?
No,
I've
because
been
we need to get to
respectful.
my match. You can stop
Oh,
talking.
I will get to that. Let me finish this up, and I will get to that.
How about we do this? We'll let the boys end their section. That way, they can go out on top like they have been the past few weeks. Like Tom said earlier, you both are the same height when your shoulders are being pinned to the mat, and obviously one of you can't reach really well or get the ref's attention. So Tom and Surefire, feel free. Bus is all yours. I'll be there soon. Got the snacks, and then
before they go, I want to at least say one more thing.
Oh, here we go.
Just one more thing. It took you brothers 20 minutes, right? I know this is one thing that's gonna really anger you. CB did it better.
Okay, and it took you 15 minutes to stare at a jacket and one.
Hey, I'm just saying CB did it better. If you think you're better than CB, do it better. That's all I'm saying.
You sat there this whole time thinking that was going to be the zinger to get them upset, when the real zinger is you sat there for 15 minutes off applesauce, getting your mind right because you still haven't won a match. The last time you won a match was during the Reagan administration that you weren't even alive in.
Looking at them right now,
I think we need to start meditating.
Yeah, because that'll do wonders.
Definitely.
Tom, let's do it.
Oh my god!
You know what? I'm gonna refrain from whatever I was gonna say before I get fined again. APH, you deal with Tone. I'm gonna dip as well.
I got it. I got this. Don't worry. I'll handle it.
So
let's talk about that stallion match, shall we? APH, say your piece. Why you think you're gonna be the strongest horse in the race?
I'll be honest. That caught me for a loop. Look, the way I look at this match is very simple. I have one opportunity to win that championship. I got to take care of every single opponent that I see in that ring and find my opportunity. I have been a person who knows when it's right to strike. I mean, Mr. Danielson, you've seen it front and center. 2021 Summer Series, you remember that? The cash in around the world. I picked my spot, and I won the heavyweight championship of the world. I know how to pick my spots. I'm not as conniving and deceitful and as evil as I was back in the day as the Antichrist, but rest assured, I got some conniving little thoughts in my brain right now. And the fact of the matter is, it's going to take one opportunity, one moment for me to snatch that championship and become the first ever Iron Stallion champion. I know it. Now, Tone is going to sit here and wax and complain about, or not even complain, or just say how he's won every single belt and this is just built for him. Problem is, me and him, nor anybody in this match knows that mystery man. You see, that's where the intrigue comes in. That mystery brother is going to change the entire equation of this match. So I can come and sit here and tell you all the strategy in the world, but not a damn lick of it is going to matter the minute that mystery dude comes out. Well, what's the term that Mike Tyson always said? Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, I can sit here, plan, train with Richie, train with my father all day in the sun, and then until that match comes out and I see that sixth brother come out in this ring and fight us, none of that's going to matter. So all I got to do, pick my spots. Fight my ass off. And at the end of that night, nobody in that ring, in this company, or in this business works as hard as me. Nobody wants this more than me. My last year has been nothing but distractions and failure ever since losing that championship, that world's heavyweight title. I need to redeem myself in this matchup. And so that is why, more than anything on this earth, this is a must win. I'm going to walk in there, give it everything I got, pick the right spots necessary, and at the end of that match, at the end of that 30-minute marathon, you're going to hear these words: the winner and new Iron Stallion heavyweight champion of the world. With everybody saying, A-E-H. Later.
Definitely like the motivation there. But Tone White, you're back. You know, you're known for collecting championships around here, and now you got this Iron Stallion title match coming up. But you've been on a bit of a losing end as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Does that matter going into this matchup at all?
No, because if there's anyone that knows the next phrase I'm going to say, it is your brother. Sadly, he's not here, but I'm sure you've heard it from him. Win when it counts. Win when it matters. When the lights are the brightest and the stage is the biggest, that is when you need to win. I don't mind having a few hiccups during the weeks and losing matches to John Baker and Enigma Soul and all of that. I'm not fussed about that. A loss is a loss. I have to wake up and deal with it. But what I'm not going to deal with is going another 4 or 5 months without holding a championship. I want to be the inaugural champion. So I'm going to do everything in my power to grasp it. I said something today. People got a little upset at me. But I said, I haven't won this championship yet. And I haven't. And I'm going to next week. I don't care who the sixth man is. When you've been in this business since day one, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you always prepare for every possible outcome. That person could be Ronald McDonald. It could be Grimace since it's his birthday. It could be the Hamburglar for all I care. But what it's not going to be is an obstacle in my way to capture a championship. I want that championship. I'm going to have that championship. And I'm going to make sure that at Infamous next week, I am the trending topic. I am the hot topic. And at the end of the day, at the end of it all, I will be on top. I will win that championship. And there's not a damn thing that any man or mere mortal, depending on if you're speaking to Enigma Soul, can do about it. Because I am the benchmark of this company. And I am the Iron Stallion. Ta-ta.
There you have it, Tone White ready for that big Iron Derby matchup. And Soul, the time is now after that count-out loss. Does that change anything going into this Iron Derby matchup for you?
It does not change a thing. I may have lost during a count out, but that does not change a thing. I have yet to be pinned or submitted inside that ring, despite the fact that there was a rich man's game that came in to ruin that match. Now, I faced every single person that came in my path. And I don't know who might be the sixth person is, but it fits Corvo because I feel like if it's Corvo, I hope and pray
that they get what they get. I hope I get to sit there and rip his throat.
No doubt about it. The Soul Taker looking to take more souls. But in 30 minutes, will he become the Iron Stallion champion? Now joining HOH in the matchup, our last guest of tonight from the panel, John Baker II. You seem like you're the underdog of this matchup, but you got so many ways to win. It's undeniable that you could be a favorite when it's all said and done. What are you going to bring next to this matchup next week?
Everything. I will bring everything I have. Look at the field. Look at who's all in the match so far. There's only 5 of us announced. But here's the thing: if you want my opinion on this, if I'm not the favorite, I would have to say HOH might be the other favorite. Look at the card tonight. The only person within the Iron Derby lineup that won tonight was HOH, and he pinned me. He pinned me tonight, clean, and that is something I have to acknowledge. So I would say right now he has the most momentum out of the most of us. I can call myself a close second, but it's really him that's got it right now. He's got the edge.
Well, no doubt about it, Baker. You got a lot of fans rooting for you. You're the inspiration of this matchup. Let's see if you can last to the very end and go the distance and become the Iron Stallion champion. Well, with that being said, I think it's time for a prediction. Now I want to call upon a man from Overdrive, a man who's considered the workhorse of that brand. I'm going to call over Jeremy Balmore if he's here. Balmore, who do you think is going to win this matchup?
Wow, man. With all these different variables and all these different individuals striving for the same thing, especially with the fact that there is a mystery person that is going to be a part of this, it's hard to call. It's very difficult to make an astute prediction as to who is going to win. But you know what? Just to surprise people, I think whoever the mystery person might walk away with it, because nobody knows what this person is going to bring in. Nobody knows what he's going to do. Nobody knows what it is. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. I know a whole lot of people would think, oh, probably APH, probably Tone White, probably John Baker, but the mystery of not knowing is always the most intriguing thing about a match like this. So we just have to wait and see.
Exactly. And we're going to wait and see you in action tomorrow night on Overdrive. Good luck. You're going to be taking on Brett Curtis, I do believe, tomorrow night. So good luck on that matchup, buddy.
All right. Appreciate it.
That's right. And breaking down our next match on Infamous, it's me. And I'm going to tell you one thing for certain. Eve Stokes has been on a ride and a path of destruction, and I don't think it's going to stop here. But I could be wrong. Soraya Giselle has been on a winning streak as of late, except for last week when she lost to Mia Nishimura. But I don't think that's going to slow down her momentum. But I need some help with this breakdown here. I need some help with the prediction. I'm going to call upon a man who knows Eve Stokes very well. He's too from the Ammo Dojo. Richie Rose, one half of the tag team champions, if you're around.
Hello, I am around indeed.
What's up, Liam Belenko? How's your night so far?
My night's been fine. I've just been chilling back. I just watched the show. Really nice show you got here.
You personally know Eve Stokes from the Ammo Dojo, but do you think Soraya Giselle has any shot at winning this matchup?
No. Look, as much as I would like to admire Soraya as like a very good talent, the thing is, seeing what Eve Stokes does in that Ammo Dojo, it's ridiculous. She is probably one of the most hard-working wrestlers in that dojo I have ever seen. I've even trained with her a couple of times. And she she is a mean, very mean person when it comes to a championship, and especially the Uprising Championship, and where she has been very storied in holding. And personally, I feel like there is nothing and no one that will be able to get in her way in order to claim that championship. Personally, I just feel like she's trained a little more. She's got a lot more experience under her belt than Saraya in a COH ring in general as well. So I feel like it's just all a matter of experience. And I feel like Eve Stokes, in the MO Dojo in a COH ring, she's just incapable of being stopped most of the time. And I really do not think that Saraya may be up to par in that situation. I just don't think that's the case. I feel like Eve Stokes has this in the bag. I mean, farewells to her, but I don't know. I don't think it's her night.
Well, there you have it, Rose, with the very good prediction, man. You broke that down like a scientist would. And good luck tomorrow, and you'll be on Overdrive tomorrow night. Check it out.
Yes, indeed.
But now let's break down the next match on Infamous, a match that I'm looking very forward to after what just happened in tonight's main event. It's going to be Gerard Bowden defending the television championship against Lionel Sua, Mr. Wrestle King, a thief, once a thief, now number one contender. I'm going to need some help breaking down this matchup, and there's nobody that I can call upon than a man who is known for knocking people out. Carlos Corvo. In your opinion, and honestly in Money Mafia's opinion, who do you want to be the television champion walking out when it's all said and done? I mean, Mr. Reed, you can answer the same time and help him out if you want. Who does Money Mafia want to win this one? Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably say Lionel Sua.
I could see that coming. I mean, you guys gave him a number one contendership.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, though.
Lionel Sua, you know, if Sua wins the TV title, is there a spot for him in Money Mafia? Huh? You want all the gold? Is that the plan?
Well, you never know. You never know.
Well, I'm personally going to be rooting for Gerard Bowden. Take nothing away from Lionel Sua, but this seems like a territory that we shouldn't go through. And, you know, Sua could be joining Money Mafia with that TV championship. We could all be doomed. You never know. So I'm going to pull for Bowden on this one. But now, I don't need any predictions. I don't need any introductions here. Only with one man in this matchup from the Overdrive brand. Aiden Robinson in the building. You'll be taking on Chase Owens in this death match. What is going through your head before this match happens next week?
So how do you two feel about heading into this death match?
I'm ready to go to war. This is the last stop. This is the final match. This is the end of this story. I've waited to get my hands on Chase for months after the things that he's put me through and the things that he's put Dustin through. I couldn't be more ready for this.
How am I feeling heading into this death match? I feel fucking fantastic. I'm gonna go into COH Infamous, I'm gonna kick his ass, and I'm gonna prove a goddamn point. For the past few months, I've had enough of you punk-ass skateboarding, scooter-riding losers. All you complain and bitch about how you deserve shit, when really it's stars like me who deserve everything. But you keep taking it from us. Aiden, I've had enough of you. And at COH Infamous, I'm gonna fucking end you.
Mr. Chase Owens, why did you choose for it to be a death match?
Why? Did you really just ask why did I pick a death match for Infamous? Let's take it back a bit to Aiden Robinson's debut here on COH. He took the spotlight from my victory that night. Let's fast forward to the Rumble in the Jungle, where the only two things that he has to his name is defeating me on my first pay-per-view and then eliminating Daniel Lyons, which he constantly repeats, by the way. Aiden, we get it. Move on, please.
And do you care to comment on that?
That's funny you talk about the things that happened in the past. Ever since my first match here, you've had a problem with me. You were my very first opponent here in COH, and you beat me, and you've been mad and holding a grudge because I've stole your spotlight? What spotlight was shining down on you in the first place, Chase? I don't remember there being any spotlight on you, even before I came here. When I did come here, the spotlight was on me. I was one of the biggest signings to Overdrive last season, and I showed everyone why I was the future of COH. I gave you your first pay-per-view match, and I beat you. Where would you be right now if it wasn't for me? What would you be doing right now if it wasn't for me? The only reason why these people or anybody here knows your name is because I gave you your spotlight and you crumbled under the pressure. Especially since this is a death match, I'm going to go through hell and back, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to end you.
What is next? And I'll have you start with this.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not focused on the future right now. I'm not focused on what's next right now. Right now, I'm focused on this match. This is the biggest match of my career. I've said that so many times about so many other matches. But this one is the final battle. This is going to put the final nail in the coffin. This is going to show who truly is the best. So to answer your question, I guess only time will tell.
Chase?
Yeah, that was cute, Aiden. That was real cute. So what's next for the modern age gladiator? What's next for the Omen, Chase Owens? Glad you asked. Championships. See, myself and Blackheart, we've been killing it in the tag division as of recent. So maybe the tag titles. Or maybe it's that British guy with the Great British Championship? Is that what he decided to call it now? Or is it the World Heavyweight Championship? The Overdrive World Championship. Maybe.
Is this the end?
Yeah, of course. This is the end for now. This is the end of Owens versus Robinson. But not just that. This is possibly the end of Aiden Robinson in COH. Because when I'm done with him at COH Infamous, his ass will be in a hospital bed for months. See, what I did to Dustin wasn't just an attack. It was a message to Aiden, to his girlfriend. Yeah, you simmer down over there, buddy. Yeah, when you leave the house to come to the death match, I want you to say goodbye. Because you're not going to be able to hear or see her for months. You're going to be laying in that hospital bed out fucking cold. And you can't do a damn thing about it but try to win. Even if you somehow miraculously pull off the win at Infamous, Aiden, you're still going to be in that hospital for months. All this anger that I have up inside me right now, it's just going to go right to you, buddy. See, I might have hurt Dustin and he can barely make it. But you, Aiden? That's it.
I know you did not just mention Clay. Clay is the love of my life. Clay is the reason why I do this. She is the reason why I fight. She is the reason why I haven't given up yet. Sure, I've let her down in the past, but this time I know I won't. You've been a thorn in my side for way too long, and I'm going to fucking end you. If I go down, if I end up in the hospital for months, you're going down with me. You're going to be in there too. If I'm going to be in that hospital bed, you're going to be there as well in your own room with nobody to save you. Hell, this might be the last time you ever see Chase Owens in COH. Hell, in any ring. This is the end. This is the final battle. I'm doing this for Dustin. I'm doing this for Clay. And most of all, I'm doing this for myself. Should be ready, because at Infamous, you're not even going to make it out alive. You're going to feel the flame.
Thank you for your time. Best of luck to both of you.
And what a match that's going to be, the death match at Infamous, the final battle between Aiden Robinson and Chase Owens. But let's move over to our next matchup. It will be the Open Challenge. Corey Rose taking on a mystery opponent at Infamous. Who dares to step up and take on the Intercontinental Champion? But another match that I'm looking forward to, it will be no escape but all reward between Ricky Delaney and Big Perk Mamba. And we're being joined by Big Perk himself. Mamba, you're going to be inside a steel cage with a big wrecking ball of a man, the Tasmanian devil himself, Ricky Delaney. And are you any slight of worried about this matchup?
No. You want me to be scared? You want me to be scared? You want me to be boo-hoo? I'm so scared of Ricky Delaney. So scared of the soup kitchen, the suplex kitchen. Boo-hoo. I don't have much words because I have something that I want to do tomorrow. Ricky Delaney, I know you're not here tonight, but I know you're going to be in the building tomorrow. So I want you face to face in that ring. I'm not going to talk all my ish by myself. I need you in there with me. I need to go back to where this started. And that was me and you face to face in the ring. So I'll see you tomorrow if you're man enough to be there. Now, if there's any questions that you have, Lions, other than the dumb one you just asked, I'll be on my merry way.
Well, I'm free to hear what Aiden Robinson and what he thinks.
Oh
and
my
who
God,
he
no!
thinks is going to win
Get
this
this. He
steel
already
cage
talked.
match.
He talked for like 7 minutes.
No.
He's
No,
a ratings
no.
draw. We're going to give him the mic.
No, no.
You see, I like Ricky, right? He's alright, but I'm gonna be honest. I know Big Pig and I have had our differences, but Big Pig's just better, man. Like,
Oh, wait, maybe
say
you can put
Ricky
this
is
guy
Ricky,
on.
but Big Pig is just he's him.
Hey, yeah, let's
And
talk more. Let's talk more.
I know we've had our differences, but I mean that's just me though.
Let's let him talk a bit more. Talk about how good I am. Maybe. Come on, right now. Talk about how good I am. Let's elaborate. How good am I? I'm him, right? How good am I? Come on, talk about my abilities.
I mean, you haven't beaten me yet, but I
shut up.
mean,
Never mind. Get this guy
you could
off.
probably beat Ricky though, because I've beaten him.
Get this
so
guy off.
that's all I gotta say.
Oh, you haven't beat me yet. I'll see you soon, buddy. Get off. See you in the death match, buddy.
Hey, man, it's
beat your ass.
just a
Get off.
prediction there. Calm down. Use that as motivation for tomorrow night. I'm sure you got something planned for Overdrive.
Yep, I said it. Face to face. Final face
He wants
off.
a face-to-face with Ricky Delaney. Hopefully he calls your bluff.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I'll see you later, Lions. This is my last time on Hard Mic for another month. Bye, guys.
All right, man. Peace out, dude. Here's a match that I'm looking forward to, and there is going to be nobody that's going to miss this one because it's going to be Twisted Merc versus Jordan Brooks. No predictions needed. We need to see who's going to win this matchup. It is almost divided. I don't know who's going to win this matchup. You don't know who's going to win this matchup. This is one of the biggest matches in Code of Honor's history. And I cannot wait for it to go down at Infamous. After tonight's, there's no telling what to expect from Two Twisted Merc and Jordan Brooks. We're going to see some excellence there when they go toe-to-toe. And another matchup that I'm looking forward to is the Great Britain Championship, a new title under the wing of Oliver Windsor. He will defend against one half of the tag team champions, Dave Henderson, and it's the ultimate British battle. Two Britons collide for the most prestigious title across the pond, and there's only one man I think who can give me a prediction on this one. He happens to be from Great Britain himself in the UK of England. Thomas Starr. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Who do I think is going to win? Oh, it's a very, very good question. I'm glad that you've changed your hateful ways, though. Anyway, the Great British Championship. Dave Henderson, somebody who already has gold, or Oliver Windsor, somebody that has proven his worth, and look how great he is. Very hard choice, Lions. Very hard choice. I think Windsor has it, though.
Oh, you're going for Windsor. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the opposite angle. I think Dave Henderson, it's been a long time coming for him to claim singles championship gold. I think Dave has been on a run as of late, and I think he's going to be a double champion after Infamous, because if anybody's had their Infamous moment, look no further than the former world champion in Dave Henderson. I think he's got this. But take nothing away from Windsor, because he is great. He is definitely great. And what a great match we're going to have at Infamous, because now it is time. You saw them training. You saw them work hard in the gym. Now let's hear from them. First, let's hear from Josh Wolf. Josh Wolf, you're looking to rain on the parade of the debut of JTD. What despises you the most about him on his arrival?
Oh, man. To answer that question, we'd have to go a little bit further back in time. Back when I first started in this company. You see, ever since I took my first steps in COH, people have said that I don't belong here. Ever since I had my first match, people have wondered, why was I given a contract? And yet, JTD can waltz in here, having done nothing in this company, and still get all this praise and all this glory and all these people talking about him, saying that he's the perfect fit, he's the future. I remember when I was called the future, and everybody doubted me because of it. What I'm doing isn't a hateful act. What I'm doing is I am giving JTD a dose of reality. Because once he's through with me, you want to know what's going to happen? Everyone's going to do to him what they did to me. They're going to say, why is JTD in COH? Why is he here on Rise? They are going to ask that question. And I want to know if he, like I did, could back up the reason why he's here. Because guess what? Time and time again, I've proven why I deserve to be here. But he hasn't. So this isn't an act of hatred. This isn't an act of anything. What I am doing is training him for what is to come.
Well, you're in for a treat, because here live at the press conference is JTD himself. And JTD, you sit here, you listen to what he had to say. What do you got to say back to Josh Wolf here tonight?
Well, Lons, he says, I just get to waltz in here, but I clearly said that, just because I've been named the hottest free agent to ever sign to COH doesn't mean I'm going to throw my weight around, doesn't mean I'm going to ride my own coattails to get where I want to be. I'm going to start from the bottom, and that's what I plan on doing. See, Josh, I admire Josh because he made a challenge. You see, a little pun intended. He's hungry like a wolf right now. He looked at Rise as an opportunity, and he took the biggest option right now as his chance to restart his career. But Josh, he's been trying to play mind games. He's been trying to throw these little BS things about him. And like I said, I've been in his shoes before. I've been lost in the shuffle. But one thing I've learned throughout the years of my wrestling career is that I've learned to maintain that pressure. See, going in, I got a lot of pressure on me. Like I said, the hottest free agent in COH. People hype me up ever since I've been here. And week in and week out, I've showed up. But next week, the wait is finally over. And let me tell you, Josh, he's going to be stepping into the ring with the king of native style. He may not know who I am, but once we step into that ring, he's either going to stay on top or he's going to get chopped and dropped by JTD.
I think you're onto something there, and I have seen your work, and you do one of the best in-ring performances year in, year out, and this year's no different. You're in for a treat with Josh Wolf, a man who's won a lot of tournaments in his heyday, and a former Twitch TV Cruiserweight champion, and the last tournament winner. This is going to be a showdown for the ages, and I'm here for it. You're talking about infamous matches. This is going to be one of the best infamous moments of all time when these two clash. And no prediction needed. I want you two to settle in the ring, and I wish you gentlemen good luck.
Thank you.
But let's talk about that Sapphire title match, because two bangers from the Uprising division tonight. Amber Reed and Tori Rex with 2 wins tonight. And now it's time for that Sapphire title to be defended. That championship that goes across the world, from Ammo to Fireball to Art Pro, and who knows where it's going to go next. This is one of the most prestigious championships in our industry, and it will be defended next Thursday night. Again, no prediction needed, because this is gonna be one for the ages, and I'm sure it's a 50-50. But the Golden Ace will have one of the best bouts in her life against Tori Rex next week. And now it's the big ones. Now it's time for 2 World Championship matches, starting with the Overdrive World Championship. Let's talk to the challenger first. Let's talk to a man finally getting his moment in the sun. Preppy, Kendrick Carter, what do you got to say to Ryan Swift?
There's nothing to be said, because he's standing in my way to being the top guy in COH. He's in my way, and I got all the love and respect for Ryan Swift, but he knows I'm coming for that title. He knows I'm hungry for it. He knows I'll do whatever it takes to win it. So I got nothing to say to him. He knows I'm coming for that title next week. Actually, next Thursday, by the way. So I just wanted to do
Next
that.
Thursday night. And you're going to be in the building tomorrow night on Overdrive. But the challenger is going to leave it all in the ring next week. Ryan Swift, you're the champion. You're a fighting champion. This belt means a lot to you, and more importantly, infamous is where you cut your teeth. What do we have in store for this matchup? What are you going to bring to the table?
I mean, I'm glad he's prepared. I mean, I'm glad he's ready, and he's feeling himself, and he's feeling good, because I still remember last week when he had that interview, and I popped by just to say hello, just to make sure he was ready. Next week, I think what you can expect is the absolute best out of me. I'm not quite sure about Kendrick Carter, but he seems quite ready for it, so I am quite excited for it myself. I think he's probably going to bring his best too. And as a guy that has shined on the Infamous stage, the guy that's been to multiple I can't say the name, wow. Infamouses. Okay, there we go. Infamouses in my life. Listen, I know what it's like to be on that big stage. Kendrick Carter, he has not been on that big stage before. He's been here for quite a while now. Hell, I was the reason he came back. I was the one who brought him back in the first place. The key difference between me and him is I know what it's like to be in this position. He does not. Kendrick, you have no idea what you are getting yourself into. See, you are the guy. I do believe you are the right guy to be a world champion one day in this company, but again, you picked the absolute worst time possible to ever challenge for a world championship because you picked the era of Ryan Swift to try to challenge for it. And let me tell you, I don't care if you be my friend for the past year, the past few years, or if you're a lifelong friend, you ain't gonna take my life's work away from me. This Overdrive World Championship is a symbol of everything I have given to this company, and I am not gonna let it slip through my fingers. No. WrestleCade was the greatest moment of my life. Holding this championship is the greatest achievement of my life, and next week, you are going to be the next stepping stone in my life. Preppy, you know what, afterwards, after the match next week, we can go get a beer, we can go have some elotes, we can go have some pickles, I don't know what you like, anything like that. But when it comes to Infamous, you ain't my friend. You are my opponent, and you are the man that I am going to run through. So that's what I got to say about that. Good luck, and Lines Danielson. Yeah, have a good day, man.
Yep. See you tomorrow night on Overdrive, champ. And you know Kendrick Carter's going to be there, and he's going to be laser focused on you. I have a feeling you two are going to collide before Infamous. It's got a strange feeling about it. But now that we covered the Overdrive World Championship,
Hold on, Lance. Hold on.
Brett Curtis has something to say. Tell him, Brett.
Where's Swift at? Where's Swift? Tell me, Lance. Where is he?
He got out of here, man. He knew you were coming.
Son of a... you know what? Let's stay calm, everyone. You know why I'm here.
What's going on? Lions, did you call for me?
No, Brett did. He's here. He wants a piece of you. Apparently, he wants to tell you face to face what he's been saying week after week.
I got more important things to deal with. I don't need to deal with whatever ghost business is going on here. Listen, I got a title match next week. Stop trying to play pranks with me, man. That's not funny. No one's here. I'm going. Bye.
What?
Can you believe that, Brett?
You know, Lance, I'll be honest with you, man. It's really get on my nerves, Lance. You know, I don't like being annoyed. It really pisses the fuck off. Hold on. Let me calm down. Let me calm down.
My.
Let me calm down. Y'all didn't deserve to see that. I apologize. You didn't deserve to see me angry like that. But come here, Lance. Let me put my arm around you.
All right, man.
I am getting tired of being ignored. I don't know. Am I intimidating, guys? Do you think I am an intimidating man?
You're very intimidating. I think anybody on Overdrive especially should take you serious.
I agree with you. So why is it that I am getting disrespected, Lions? Tell me why is it?
Maybe because they're scared of you. You know,
yeah, that could be it. And I'll be honest, they're gonna have more reasons to be scared of me if they keep pulling this shit on me. Like, you know, I usually try to keep my cool, man, but this is getting out of hand. I mean, I've been nice. I said I'm sorry, and this I'm being treated right now. I'm one of the
I'll hold you back if you need me to.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine, Lions. I'm perfectly fine. There's no reason for me to be angry. I'm good. I'm good, right, Lions?
You're good.
I'm good.
You're good. And let's just send this positivity over to Crude because he's going to need it for Infamous. We need him to retain that championship against Mr. Eddie Reed.
I agree with you, man. I agree. I want to see my boy succeed, and sooner than later, I will succeed too. Doesn't matter how long he keeps ignoring me. I promise to God. I promise to every motherfucker in this room, I will get his attention. You understand me?
I understand you loud and clear, man.
All of you have a good day. Mwah. Sorry for the cursing, too. I don't mean to be that angry. I
It's all right.
apologize for that language, but
Here's
as I said, have a good day.
here he is. Here he is, Brett Curtis. Let's break down this world title main event at Infamous, shall we? Because it's the most important match in possibly Infamous history, and could be very well important for Code of Honor's history, because there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Mr. Eddie Reed. He's the number one contender, and he's the CEO owner of Code of Honor. And he bought his way to the number one contendership to face Crude for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's no telling what's going to happen. We're going to see a shift, a changing of the guard, no matter who wins this matchup. I just hope it's good. I just hope that in 2 weeks, things are safe and sound. And I think the only way for it to be safe and sound, we get a prediction from a man who definitely will be invested in this matchup. Devin O'Brien, who do you think is going to win between Mr. Reed and the world champion Crude?
That is the dumbest question you could ask in an interview. You know
Hey, man,
who the
let me
fuck
have
I think's gonna win. Crude, obviously. Mr. Reed hasn't even been wrestling much. He hasn't done jack shit. Like, think about it. The matches he won, he got very lucky in that 4-way. I'll say that. But, like, he just hasn't been doing much. And yet he thinks he deserves a world title shot. I bet you he hasn't been working out in the gym, pumping himself up for this match, and that's why he's going to get annihilated. He's got no chance.
Oh,
See,
no.
now you're talking stupid. And see, I don't understand stupidity. I don't speak that language. But you thinking that he was going to win? Come on, man. I'm going to dominate this match like always. And then you said, I haven't been working out. I don't need to work out for anything. I'm naturally that talent.
Yeah.
I'm the man. And when I beat Crude, everybody, and I mean everybody, will understand greatness that I am. And they will all bask in my glory. Do you understand that?
No, all I understand is you're going to pay someone to help you win the match because you're all about the money. You even said tonight you have someone that's going to join your little group. How do we know they're not going to try to interfere since we don't know who the fuck they are?
Oh, my.
See, look. Who I'm talking about is no concern for your tiny brain. Don't overheat that, all right? Don't think about that. Just know I'm the man and you not.
Nah.
Do you understand?
Nah. You're not a man. You're a bitch with money. That's what you are. And
See,
once that money runs out, then you gotta go get yourself a hoe.
see, let me tell you something. Money never runs out.
Oh, does it
No,
not?
never runs out. See, and then you getting all vulgar, talking just like an uncultured person that you are. You know, I don't have to stoop that low. I could win this match and beat you at the same time.
I find it convenient, Mr. Reed, that you banned Crude from tonight's press conference. I find it very convenient, but I do have a letter of approval by the champion himself. You want to hear it, Mr.
Yes,
Reed?
of course. Let's hear it.
All right, and I quote the World Heavyweight Champion Crude says, "Oh, you think I'm sweet? I know them's was fighting punches. You gonna get this work."
See, once again, you're speaking that stupidity language. I don't understand that. I just don't. What Crude wrote just don't make sense. But he's gonna get his comeuppance. Better trust and believe that. And when I dominate this and win this match, not Lions, Devlin, not anybody will have anything to say about this. Because I will win this match by myself. I always have a plan.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Do you believe in luck at all, Mr. Reed? At all, or no?
No, man,
Oh,
a
you
person
don't?
like me
Damn.
don't believe in luck.
Damn. Well, that's a shame because I gotta say this to you. Come next week, I wish you good luck, but you're gonna lose.
See, like once again, you talking that stupidity stuff, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, no such thing as luck. I make my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe the rest of the sorry ass roster might need luck. I don't.
You're gonna need it next week, mate, because you got no chance of winning.
See,
There you have
go. See, there you go.
Nobody's backing down. We're going to have to settle the score for the World Heavyweight Championship. If Eddie Reed wins, he has all power and control of COH. If Crude wins, there's still hope alive for us here in COH. No matter whose side are you on, this is going to be one of the most important matches in company's history. Good fight. Good night. See you at Infamous.